in my life where I am right now, I'm very aware that I'm in the second half of my life.
Yeah.
If I get to live to be 80, I have no idea when I'm going to die, maybe tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
But so for me, as time goes by, time becomes more valuable than money. Isn't that crazy?
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, time is great from an investment perspective, but it helps clarify your thinking. You know, like if you're catching a plane, there's some things that are a priority and some things are not.
Or people that just hoard everything and they never give back, and then they don't enjoy the gift of giving. For me, giving is more satisfying than receiving.
Correct. Yeah.
Personal experience, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's right. And so, you know, there's if you can be good with your money, you can be very generous, and that's the benefit. Parallel of a Good Samaritan. He had some surplus money, and he was able to help a man that was beaten up on the side of the road. You know. Donkey you could put him on. He took him to an inn and he says, oh, here's some money and I'll come back and I'll pay you for any other expenses. He had surplus funds to be generous. And so, yeah.
And it's because he was disciplined with his money and he knew how to save too. So, like, it's crazy, right? Because you said at the beginning, money is just a tool. Money is not good or bad. We make it good or bad with our own intentions. It just seems like money just augments who you really are already.
Exactly.
If you're bad and you get more money, you have the capacity to be worse. If you're good, if you get more money, you have the capacity to be better.
People as well, who can tell you, oh, you've got a bias here, you know, you're overconfident about this, you know, or buying property or whatever it is. I don't need life insurance, I don't need health insurance, because we've got an overconfidence about our health and well-being.
Crazy.
So that's where you need people to tell you, you know, where your blind spots are. And you know, people who may be further down the track, whether it's starting a business, you know, of course, if you're going to start a business or invest money and borrow into a business, you ask your friends and you're going to start a bakery, well, of course they're going to say, do it, David, because they want to eat your muffins and your donuts, you know, in your bakery. But you want somebody who's built a strong bakery business, don't you? You want, you know, if I want to win a gold medal, I want a coach who's coached gold medalists, don't I, in the Olympics? You know, I'm not going to ask my neighbor down the road, you know, who's just watched it all on TV. And so that's the key in life. You need people that can mentor you and coach you, and whether it's a business, whether it's even just, you know, with your family, how can you live life and have a blessed life, you know? We're born for a greater purpose, but money is just a way we trade. So you can, if you put some aside and invest it well, you've got to live and you've got to spend, and you've also got to enjoy life. You can't just, you never know when our number's up, David. And so it's the tension between living for now, but also the future. But the key is, like you say, don't be anxious, you know, don't be ruled by the money. Be wise, you know, through estate planning and life insurance and health insurance and investing for the future. But the thing is, you don't want to let it be the markets and the news and the ups and downs, and even money and what's your bank balance. You can't be ruled by that. Yeah, just love helping people understand, you know, those lifelong principles around money. If you can work, as you know, David, if you can work with it, it can be your best friend. But if you work against it, it can create depression, stress, destruction, you know, and even death, you know.
Of course. One of those family breakups.
Yeah,
so much negative can come from not knowing the loss, number one. Number two, allowing your emotions to take over when you invest.
Yeah, and hey, when the markets, whatever the market you're in, goes against you, and then, you know, you've got debt, that you can't manage and the financial pressures come on, where people do, they react, they let their emotions out with those that are closest to them because they feel safe, but they can do a lot of damage, you know. So yeah, money takes on the nature of the hands that it's in. You know, somebody who's a Mother Teresa, a charitable person, you know, that money can be used to transform a family or a cause in the community or whatever, but in the hands of, you know, a drug dealer or whatever, it can be used for bad. So I guess for us, it's going, hey, money will do whatever you tell it to do. Just depends what you want it to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a personality. It takes on the personality of the people. So that's another passion, is money can get people out of poverty. It can, wealth for us as an individual, but then your family, then your children's children. You can leave an inheritance. You can leave a legacy. You can, you know, get people out of poverty. You can set up a cause and a charity. So it's you know, schools and all those sorts of things. Money, if it's used properly, you know, can make a massive positive difference.